And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna, the 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a lotus, an underconductor of a magnum opus, simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, it's the 49ers burner at wide receiver. He went well over 100 yards a week ago and found his way to the end zone. It's the 49ers and the Panthers on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too.
Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. Leading the charge under center will be their 6'5" quarterback, Carson Wentz.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A check on the numbers by Moore last week. 6 catches, 71 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Wentz. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Wentz to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to... Complete. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But he threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly, but they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, but as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game is... and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Brian Burns in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And take it right on the... And Foster loses the football. It's out.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer.
And trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. The midway point in quarter 1. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Niners at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play. And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. That caught by Tremble. And they're going to get this up to midfield. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a big...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. And Lance going to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to... Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Nifty move. Three 0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Wentz going to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Wentz, escaping the pressure right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the conversion. On 1st down, Wentz. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big. The scramble, it gets him a first down. Now a play fake. Wentz, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now play fake. Lance. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let him go late and bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Lance finding Kittle. First down, San Francisco. Now Lance. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. From the red zone now, they look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Okay, he didn't bring that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing there with this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Trey Lance taking it in himself to cap the drive with a touchdown run. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Wentz will try again on second down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key up. thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on first down is Lance. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play,
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
That was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough, and that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Pulled in at the 24. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Lance now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Here's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 41 yards. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Panther first down. To throw is Wentz. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Go.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now Wentz. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And this from the parking lot, from an even 70 yards out. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Lance. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Lance now to throw. And this pass broken up. There on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he fields it cleanly. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. There's Trimble, the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And some room to work.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On second down, McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, this from 34.
York able to send this one through.
And that'll get the deficit back to 16.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of... Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
On play action, Lance.
He'll buy some time right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a... And they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Oh, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Nick Bosa make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd and long, it's Lance.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
On a jet sweep, here comes Tony.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle, 30 yards.
And the Niners are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
You see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Wentz.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lance to throw it. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Wentz now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Play action. Now Wentz.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44. So the penalty there winds up on the offense, so obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. From the gun, it's Lance. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz, and that is incomplete here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers. blitz for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Got a man in, and the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. There he goes, right side. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this.
After review the play,
so that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Again, it's Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevenson.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Wentz.
The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that 1st down run.
Lance now on 1st down.
Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
He's been fun to watch in this when he's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 54 yards.
So the victory here for San Francisco.
Make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting.
About her. Petty, don't matter. Far as the teller, I pray to God they rather chatter. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been to prison. Don't boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player male. Say, what you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey, we not that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. Get some money, 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 get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster, down a call NASCAR. My solo notes are I am not a passer. I will not be after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the ice and I'm up in the score. I get to and jump in the course. Follow the core and I'm back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything.
Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 20 carries, 74 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense for the Niners, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Drake Jackson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
He'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. And a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Now back to throw. And he's got it.
Yeah, the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Elliott will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his one collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
They'll start with the option.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll run the option left. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. They get this out quickly to the left side.
And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Off of play action, here's Lance.
He's going to let this one go deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Lance.
This one caught by Kittle. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Lance going to sneak it.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Trey Lance
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the 49ers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
These two teams all tied after one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And some room to roam now. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Javon Kinlaw breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. Then march to the end zone the last time out.
see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. On play action, they'll throw.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On second down, Elliott bulldozes past him. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing. So they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this. But if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch. And it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now.
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He's going to go up top again. This is intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Second and 5. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Looking to throw. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw now on first down. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 30 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The Lance going to throw. Being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Lance and company going on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Lance now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Yellow, blue, field, slash, get, ready.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And here comes a return from just... And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they trail in their ball game at halftime to the visiting Carolina Panthers. Christian McCaffrey, a touchdown run in that first half. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities. Check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And that game all tied up with the visiting Green Bay Packers.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yards.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that 4th. Their field. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Left side to Lamb.
And they're able to get this one across the...
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Got his man there, complete to Gallup.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Complete to Gallup.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They're going to look to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
I gotta say, I was a little surprised to see Charles come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been up.
No, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
Away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the lead grows to 14 and 24-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big playability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up and seeing the seas part for him once he got past the line of scrimmage? My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over. Your call of this play, partner.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Holding, offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
Let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle from 21 yards away. And the 49ers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Back now here in Santa Clara, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on third down. They'll look to throw again.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. Able to hit his turn. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Ready, break.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Dancing to his left. Got a man, that's complete. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Desperation time here. Lance
escaping the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And Lance now to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. To throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On third and long, it's Lance. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Here we go.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 4. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Drake Jackson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Lance and the Niners down by 8. A minute 52 to play. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Now Lance. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. As this one's in the air. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Again, it's Lance. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Lance looking to throw it. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kadarius Toney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
Well, they moved up from the 3 to the 2. You would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Let's go now, let's go. Let's focus in on what we got to do here. Anytime that ball comes to me, I try to take it to the go.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game, that means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0.
When I'm in my zone and get it going, Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh, no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone.